Став при игре против такого Рикича, потому что у того быстро появляются диффуза, если фарм хороший, а фарм обычно хороший. И он идет, начинает убивать. Но тут и Лина, и Дизраптор страдают.
It's off to a very, very good start.
And Navi actually coming out very good in these lanes. V-Tune again, Rage as soon as tag team is popped, and he just turns and hits up.
He's playing it smart, V-Tune. As I said, like his life steal, you can tell how many games he's got in it, but it's a hell of a lot. Over
Nice
by the
play
ring
by
spot.
Thompson. He blink strikes and then uses the Trickster trade to just get right in front of Iceberg for a second there and take the DD rune from him. I thought Iceberg was going to get it.
A lot of damage here to Iceberg. Iceberg will make it away as he has boots, and alas, Thompson does not right now. But still, Iceberg forced out of the lane. Thompson be able to have full control here of this mid.
And it's, you know, it's that big level 6 that kicks in where I've been hearing a lot of like the pro players talk about how you just can't last hit versus Ricky. As soon as Ricky hits 6, you know, you get the agi bonus and everything, the damage. So you actually can't last hit as most of these mid laners.
Radiant's courier was caught in the crossfire.
Iceberg, and he gets the courier. He does. Can he get the kill though? Iceberg trying with the Dukes, the Scorch Sheriff, and the Salvage there. In fact, Thompson, he's going to go down. Iceberg just able to turn it. As Thompson, I mean, he felt it. I think we all did. It looked like Thompson was going to get away with that, but Iceberg kept it cool.
The Dire have reinforced
the
their
fairy fire.
structures.
And suddenly, goodbye, Thompson.
This is outrageous.
Smack. And now he's all the way up to level 6.5. And also bottom does die. Uh-oh.
Na'Vi. Big kills here for both of their cores. The mid lane matchup. Iceberg taking the solo kill. And I think the big thing as well was that you don't expect that to happen for a Doom, especially when he hasn't got the 6. Now he's got the 6. Now he's got the Doom to drop. So Thompson's got to be even more careful.
Yeah, you've already given now this Doom who's maxing Devour an increased farming kind of like mechanic because of that too.
Yeah, big stuff there from both of the cores there on Na'Vi. As V-Tune, yeah, continuing to just play it really cool against this pressure. As you said, this lane could be a lane with a struggle, but he's not struggling at all. This Life Stealer's farming as good as he'd hoped for.
He's farming way better than the Void is. Void's actually getting pressured quite a lot more from this Lina and this Mars combo, mid one. Not getting that secured farm that he'd like.
Just having to play around the 2 stars.
Is under attack.
Time Walk's just not always going to be that solid of a save.
And look at Iceberg.
Oh, he's on the way up. And he's got an Invis. This is going to be huge.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Does he know
They know.
Yeah, no ain't the big target. They want mid one. I mean, does he know the mid one?
The scan clipped him, so they should be aware of this positioning.
Okay.
They're going to just back up.
Yeah. He's out of there. Very, very important that they play it careful here. It would have been huge for Iceberg if he was able to just make that move and slam down a Doom onto mid one.
He's still chilling up here. Might just be satisfied with no tail. Yeah, not using Doom though. Just
they don't need to. They're going to have to burst here by the looks of it, as no tail will fall. So the top kill they wanted, but it's still a kill nonetheless. And I mean, I said, you know, Iceberg, you know, the two of them, Thompson would be making moves more than Iceberg. That's not the case. Iceberg already getting that active. You're seeing those chances to do so with the runes. Now he's got the phase drums. 7 minutes in for.
Oh my god. And he's got the Alpha Wolf creep too, so him moving to lane now, this Alpha Wolf aura, everyone's damage is just bumped up so much too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah, wow.
And I mean, you said, you know, CSing against the level 6 Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, the phase drums and the Alpha Wolf, he doesn't care about that. Good luck stepping up to the wave, Thompson. Otherwise, you know, I suppose to come up with the huge hits. And again, we're seeing already, you know, this is just something that Na'Vi is so comfortable with. It's top lane. No tail's going to get clipped over towards the tree here. The mid one dropping the chrono. He's going to need a couple of bashes. There's one. He needs another. He's not going to get it. Mid one can't finish off the kill. Light strike rate is off the mark, though. Spears up in a second, but mid one, he's away. I mean, but he's got to be a little careful still hanging around. It's Roger in general. They're still hunting.
Still has cooldown.
Mid-one's going to keep running. No-tail turning with a fire blast to stop Roger from getting in range with the light strike right onto mid-one. Mid-one actually stepping back forward. He's stepping back into this. Whoa, he's jumping around. He's trying to dance with him. Here's the backup from Seb. He's over. Snowball in onto Roger over general. They're looking for this Lina kill. Roger's got a light strike around a few seconds. Spear back onto mid-one, but Roger will still fall. Seb able to take him down with the tag team hits. Still, that's so low resources. OG's having a pull top and Chrono use and not actually initially getting a kill with that Chrono.
Jungle, these two, Saksa setting up some aggressive wards here. He does get Thompson involved too to get a kill. Seb is lingering around mid, but Seb is not level 6 yet. But they might be able to kill after these body blocks. Thompson.
A little bit of extra time bought there, but is it enough? He's very speedy with these phase drums. Straight away, he's out of there. No chance the arrow connecting as he gets himself on the other side of the creeps. Top lane, no tail. Push back towards the tower. Mid-one's got to be careful. Jump away again. Time, Roger and General stepping over, looking for action. General just about to hit the 6. This top lane becomes very, very scary place for any of OG to turn up to.
Yeah, and you can see that because of all this, like OG, they're having to do like these bandages. They have to fix things. These lanes went disastrous. Bottom is now ditched. B2 gets a free lane for himself, and they're just looking to make pressure plays. They're actually not playing anyone in the lanes at the moment.
They just really want to slow down Iceberg. They know that this guy's going to be a problem. They're in onto him, but Sebby's just up in the tower. I mean, is that ever going to work? Rolling in onto a level 9 Doom with phase drums underneath the tower. I don't think it is fogged. It certainly didn't there. Seb's dead, and he's still level 5.
And Saksa, he's being chased around in circles. He actually does a very nice leap to get away. Having these wards down, he has all the vision in the world to play around. Always want to fly. Probably going to get some D wards here, though.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, that just seemed like some mid lane Thompson.
Somebody spent a lot of money on that thing.
Felt awkward.
Yeah, moves like that. I mean, it's why it's being made. I mean, now mid lane, Navi's able to come in full force. They're taking the tier 1 tower down to 10 minutes in. Saxon will be able to jump forward, snipe that Hasterin away from General. Navi doing the damage here, getting these early objectives. Iceberg and B-Tune, top of the charts right now in net worth, and only going to continue to be that way, as I said. With Iceberg's Doom, he'll get to the top. He's going to stay there. This BKB, it's going to be out in the next few minutes.
Yeah, and there's an armlet on V-Tune as well. They have a huge power spike here. I feel like that's why OG is doing these type of what seems like a very silly move. Like I feel like they're feeling a little desperate after how those lanes went. This Doom, he's gonna get to a point where he's unkillable. He's gonna have BKB sub 15 minutes. And this Lifestealer is also incredibly strong. And they can also use this Infest a lot of the times too defensively. And right now I'm seeing OG with a very big lack of damage in their lineup. And the panel did talk about how inside of Chrono, there isn't the damage either there for OG.
Well, we go. The fan always want to fly. Shards out, trap him in. Thompson's able to take him out with the tricks of the trade. Yeah, I think sort of the next timing that OG's going to be working towards is that diffusal on the Ricky, right? Once that is there for Thompson, he's going to be able to make these moves and start to threaten some of these cores, catching them in the smoke stream with slow.
Maybe with numbers they can try something still here. They can outnumber with arrows.
What sort of opportunity they can find? General Arena down, able to push Thompson over the side. Roger actually turning with a burst. Thompson getting low, but he jumps in. General pushing him out. Thompson's going to go down. The Chrono is there, but there's no damage. It's a Chrono for nothing, as now OG's got to turn and run. As they've lost Thompson, all they got was Roger. Seb, he's found in the trees. He's trapped in here. As they surround him, burst him down with the Infest. It's a second core kill for Na'Vi. And now Na'Vi's in position to push onto the tower.
No
Always want to. He's got a glimpse up. The controls there from the Disruptor. Always want to fly. Brings back No-Tail into the hands of Iceberg in general. It's a third kill. Na'Vi, they are starting to steamroll over OG as with just 12 minutes in, and they're taking another tier 1 tower.
Under attack.
And they bring the numbers so quickly too. They see that OG's starting to bring these vast amount of numbers out, like just completely outnumbering them. They just bring everybody up there, and we're seeing the effect of the lanes really kick in. Thompson can't even kill Roger. Roger just turns and starts fighting him. This gold disparity, only 3K, but it's really starting to show. The damage on OG is just not there at all. It's going to take a hell of a long time for them to even have that too, with these incredibly tanky frontliners of Na'Vi.
See down bottom, mid one is able to find the space to take a tier 1 for themselves.
He needs it. They're going to need some big damage to crush through those frontliners. Lifestealer, Mars, Doom, these three are not squishy boys. And like we said, I feel like OG really lacking damage, so going to have to wait for the defusal, and they're going to lose heroes while trying to farm this defusal.
Having to use all those leaps to get out. All right, the glimpse will be able to do so. Thompson sweeping over with the smoke. Maybe see if you can find Always Want to Fly. Has been able to do so a few
Courier
times.
was
It's
caught in the
kind of the easiest kill.
crossfire.
He'll take the courier down.
That's quite a lot of couriers so far, actually. The gold will start to add up from those.
Continue to sweep the map, but
Soak it in.
still yet to have his defusal. Just a poke onto General. General, up the dust. Maybe see if he can get the arena, and he
No
can. He's
mercy.
at the top. Thompson's over to the side, but Iceberg's there waiting. The Doom is down. Thompson, he's going to fall here. There's no chance for a deny at all by the looks of it. The final burst comes out from Roger. Thompson, I mean, he just keeps trying to poke at them as the Ricky. Whilst he's not finished the defusal.
Radiant's
And it's
bottom
leading him into
tower
these
is under
situations where
attack.
Na'Vi, they're just turning and killing him.
He poked the bear. The bear was prepared with the dust. Quick, easy kill. He's just trying to make space for mid one to try to get some farm. I think they're
Radiant's
feeling
top tower is
very,
under
very worried
attack.
on the side of OG. When I see those type of moves from Thompson, and you see Navi, they're prepared for it. All these sentries placed in the area, they know that, you know, Thompson's going to play
Look
the
at
this,
this.
even if he's not
They're
Ricky.
hunting for mid one. Are they able to find him? A
They
flight. Not
Vision.
the vision quite yet. Into the trees he steps. Gonna hunt for him. Always Want to Fly. No, he's starting to back away. They know that TP reaction's coming in from OG in mid one. He has got the chrono good to go. So Na'Vi on the retreat. There's the quick glimpse. Mid one. Oh, whoa. Okay, interesting decision. I mean, it will get them the kill.
Dismount.
Okay.
But it is just a disruptor. Of course, everybody else is out of there. Guess, as you say, just desperate for any sort of action. They'll take what they can get. Saxa stepping up into this. Roger's
in
setting up
this.
with the Invis rune. He's going to be able to land the stun on the mid one. Mid one's more
Dire's
straight to this, and
top
they've got
tower
enough damage.
is
They
under
don't. Mid
attack.
one's able to time walk down to the low ground.
Radiant's
Be
middle
sweeping across
tower
from the
is
side.
under attack.
OG very grouped up right now, but there's no chrono. Light strike away onto No-Tail. To Iceberg
Dire's
just committing
top
onto
tower
mid
is
one with his
under
big hit,
attack.
forcing him to time walk away. Beach turns to
Radiant's
No-Tail,
middle tower
takes
is
down the
under
ogre. Over
attack.
towards Saxa they go. He's got one final leap to break himself away. The spear off the mark. Saxa will escape. And also Iceberg wasn't quite able to finish off mid one, so OG will get out of there.
Navi's just bringing all the numbers every time. They're bringing the fight. They're like, OG, you want to bring the fight to us? We'll bring it right back. They know how strong they are. That BKB showing OG.
OG's still
Still trying to punch back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thompson is looking for opportunities. The static storm instantly. They might even find Seb or Thompson here too. Seb, he's got the snowball over towards the Ancients. Now we're breaking
Thompson's
far
got his
enough away
defusal.
for them to leave.
Trying to think about going back in if they overchased, but they do reset nicely on Navi and get themselves some pretty big kills there. Nice spear play there on the Tusk Shards. And V2, he's the big winner out of all. He got himself, 3 kills? And that was
Nice
them,
burn.
OG with the chrono leading, trying to get these type of kills. They just walk into the trap. Navi, they're not hesitating to just bring the forces and bring the battle back. I love when I see teams just battle back. Especially when you're playing versus OG, you know the way they play. So you know if you just respond with these battles, you'll come out ahead if you are already ahead in the first place. Okay, gold lead now.
He just instantly pots the BKB, charges in. Dust is out. Thompson able to jump out to the side before Iceberg's able to grab him with the Doom. So Thompson will escape. Seb might not be as lucky though, as the Vision's still there with the dust upon him. Glimpsed immediately back into the static storm. They'll find Seb. No-Tail and Thompson are still watching from the side here. A little bit of
Mid-one's
time
got
remaining on the
chrono.
Moonlight Shadow.
Walking down toward the area here. And they know there's no BKB on Iceberg. They see V2
They're going to
isolated.
try and burst V-Tune. Are they able to do so? He's stepping out of the smoke screen. Doom still ready to pop. He'll turn towards mid one. Mid one jumping away. Iceberg can't quite get the Doom off onto Thompson. He's into the shadows once more. Always Want to Fly. Reclaiming sentry control around this point.
Decent moves from OG there. All things considered, they get General punished. General getting slowed down quite a bit there, going for his Yule Scepter. And they're forcing all these reactions bottom. Like Roger was top. He TP'd up there and he had to run all the way bottom because of how aggressive OG is playing down here. Even though they're at such a deficit, they're still putting that pressure onto Navi. But Navi's still farming. Iceberg and V2 still very big. Do we have any force staffs being built up on the side of Navi? This is something I'm always looking at when you're playing versus the Ricky. They have
Not at the
none.
moment.
No, Lena's going to be going for one, but it's going to take some time. The smoke screen could be something that really punishes them if they're not prepared for it, because they're starting to get split up a little bit. I'm seeing that Mars General playing, just sitting behind people to protect them, and his farm is starting to suffer because of it.
Look,
Bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Saxa
under
General.
attack.
He's hunting for No-Tail. No-Tail's in it.
Haste.
Tail.
It's
Caught
gonna
by
be
the
a
opening from
soak
Roger.
it in.
Into the spear he goes, and No-Tail will fall. Thompson, he's heading out of there.
You were brained.
And he'll make it away before Navi searches any deeper.
And that will pretty much be the Yule's kind of done there for General. So they're lacking some slight initiation in some of these situations now. With that, they'll have not only that, but also the Blink Dagger on Iceberg. So two different forms of very nice initiation.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing already the catch from Na'Vi has been very impressive. Now it's going to be even greater. I mean, just sort of always want to fly alone on the Disruptor. We have seen it before, we're seeing it again. Just very hard to run from them. You know, already in this game where there's so much fighting going on, each and every time that the way that OG disengages has to be done so smartly. Otherwise, always want to fly is just going to be able to set up for another kill for the side of Na'Vi.
Yeah. These two do have to be very aware of their position. Roger always want to fly.
They're going to blink in.
He's able to blink.
Got the chrono on.
Dodge the chrono. The chrono is still down, but the arena's in play as well as the spear. Mid1's caught in the midst of it all. He's trying to find Always Want to Fly. Always Want to Fly is going to be healed up by the Infest. V-Tune comes in with the save. They take out Mid1. They take out Seb too. There's OG, they're trying to run, but there's no grab we're talking about. The glimpse brings Notel back in. Na'Vi with some fantastic plays there. Quick moves from Iceberg means that he's not caught in the chrono. Having General around, he just drops the arena and the spear, and suddenly it becomes such an awkward place for OG to fight into. And on top of it all, V-Tune with these Infest heals. We've seen it before. One of the reasons why Lifestealer is rising in popularity, the amount of burst heal for potential save is insane.
It really is. And we've seen that so much this tournament too. I feel like more than any other one, how much people are actually using it.
Bottom tower
And yeah, a great read. Navi, that was a perfect smoke for them to set up for that. That's why it all happens. The Doom actually comes out right after Mid1 uses Massive Madness too, so it actually dispels the Massive Madness effect, so it just 0 damage in the entirety of it.
Tempest of battle.
Very impressive stuff continues here from Na'Vi. 8k lead, got the Aegis,
under attack.
and just Iceberg and V-Tune. I mean, these two are just so farmed right now, and they're doing so much with it. It's neither of these are AFK players on AFK heroes. They are in the action. They've got exactly the right items for it, and they're yet to be punished. V-Tune's 506. Iceberg is 409. OG have not been able to kill them at all so far this game.
Nope. And look at this immediately, Na'Vi. They're going to smoke again. They're going to look for another play that they can make. No Chronosphere available. They know how much. I mean, they're so much stronger even without their ults, but they have the large ult anyway now. And they're swooping in. They have vision of this here.
Yours to begin things. Static Storm down as well. Straight into the arena wall. Have they got the damage though? It doesn't look like it. Mid1's going to be fine. Tries to turn, but now Iceberg and V-Tune are turning up. They'll move over to Roger, but Roger with the Ghost Scepter, he's able to live. Mid1 is taking usage from V-Tune as V-Tune takes him out. Roger falling low will go down. The buyback comes out straight away from Always Want to Fly. Na'Vi they want to chase with that buyback from Always Want to Fly. He's able to get him with the glimpse onto Seb. Seb counteracts him with the snowball over towards General. General pushes away Saxa. Jumping from V-Tune keeps him healed up as V-Tune can beat down on Seb whilst he's speared to the cliff by General, and the chase is still on from Iceberg. He's running down Saxa. Saxa using the Glimmer Cape to try and get away. Tough as well, but Saxa with the Dukes, he's into the trees, but the ward dropped down from Always Want to Fly, allows him to glimpse back to Saxa into the Thunder Strike. Na'Vi kill off a fourth, with Always Want to Fly's buyback securing them at least 2 of those kills that could have slipped away after all.
Another phenomenal smoke by Na'Vi, just swooping through their jungle. They see one hero, they make the move, they get the catch, and OG, they have to kill, they expend like almost everything just to kill Roger. He actually almost ends up surviving during all of it too. And then we see another beautiful Infest, of course. These Infests really are making the difference, saving General again. But yeah, OG heavily on the back foot.
Under attack.
Dire locked down their structures.
Levels as well. You know, well, now this stage, V-Tune level 17 already.
Yeah.
Dire's
sort of compare
bottom
that
tower
to
is
the
under
OG
attack.
I mean, Mid1, the dude's trying to get Doom straight up, and Iceberg, he's just going to commit the PK. He run him down, he clips back into light strike array. I mean, Iceberg was just able to walk up and doom it. And with the arena and Static Storm, they might even get more from this. Saxley's trying to step away with the leaps. He will make it out of there. Notel turns with the Fire Blast onto Always Want to Fly. Iceberg, he's still hunting for Saxa. In he goes with the blink. The dust is still on Saxa, so Iceberg can finish him off. Long strike down onto Notel in the mid. The General Spear takes his life. 24-12, Na'Vi ferocious here in game 1,
fallen.
and it seems like OG they're barely even awake.
Hey, look at Na'Vi. They see even one more to next step. You're trying to hide. Nope. All right, you'll still always want to fly, but Roger applauses that.
Dire's middle tower is under
Phenomenal
attack.
stuff here from Na'Vi so far. As OG certainly looking a bit lost in this game 1.
And Na'Vi came to play. From moment 0, when they got that first blood with 5 heroes, no messing around today, it seems, from Na'Vi. Some fantastic movement all game here. 25-13. pretty much zero mistakes I've really seen from Na'Vi. They're just leading the charges and reading all the
running at
moves.
heroes. Thompson, he's showing in this lane. They're able to close in on him. He's going to try and jump out to the side. General's hunting. Thompson, oh, he's going to make it out. He's going to make it out there. Does manage to find a little corner that's off the mark of the spear, and Thompson will live to see another day.
And Midwin will be very happy with that space as he's finally able to get a chrono and a kill for himself. His first kill of the game on
Radiant's
Void.
top tower is under attack.
His game's not going to get any easier. Hey, look
No,
at some of
it's
these
not.
arms flying out. Iceberg, 100 gold. Shiva guards done. And so
goodness.
sort of then in any situation, if he's popping that off and with the team, Mid-1 alone is hardly going to be able to tickle some of these heroes on Na'Vi in a chrono.
Feels like it'll be the situation like that for most heroes. Like the three front line is just way too strong. General is the squishy one. He's still got 22 armor and 1800 HP.
There we have it. So the two big iron pickups for Na'Vi. Shiva's guard on Iceberg. Desolator on Vici.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Vici already worth 1,000 gold on top of that. I mean, he's well on his way to investing in the Basher as soon as he picks up that
Dire's
Deso.
structures
Trying to
are
pressure the tier 2
fortified.
top. He for now just avoiding any action.
No way they can
Radiant's
fight.
bottom
No
tower
chrono.
is under
There's-
attack.
Unless they just catch
Radiant
somebody and
structures
somehow try to
are
outnumber,
fireproof.
there's no way they can take Na'Vi in a head-on fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just got to
Radiant's
split a little as
bottom
much as
tower
possible.
is
They still
under
need
attack.
so much more time.
Dire's
12,
top
13k
tower
gold lead for
has
Na'Vi, but
fallen.
also, as you mentioned, 15,000 experience.
Radiant's
They're so much
bottom
stronger with their
tower is
heroes.
under attack.
Bottom.
Radiant's bottom
Took the
tower.
10 Iceberg. He's
Nice.
actually going to TP in. He's in with the BKB. Shiva's guard. He knows that he can do this. Just jumping onto Mid-1. And they'll look to try and chase down more here. Have they got any further detection on the front lines? They are able to get in with a glimpse on a Saxa. He's out towards the side, but he's still got leaps available. Into the trees. No tail's been found by Iceberg in general. A clean up a second. I mean, just these again, the plays just don't stop from Na'Vi. A lot of situations for teams, you know, they're losing a tier 2 to 3 heroes. They're just going to let it go. But Na'Vi say you can take the tower, but we are going to take your lives.
Yeah, Iceberg knows how free it really is for him in this game. 8-0-14. He's played it perfect. He's just always jumping in, no fear.
But again, on always want to fly. V-Tune. Turns over towards Saxa, but Saxa, he's away with the glimmer. They'll look for Seb instead, though. Seb, he's headed in on this one. Laguna down. Iceberg jumps forward. As they've managed to slam down Seb with the Infernal Blade, Seb will fall. And off the back of it, General also able to catch and kill Saxa. Jump forward on the mid. Clumsy net step onto Mid-1 spear. Into the tower. General with the catch. Mid-1, he's still got the jump. So he'll be okay. Thompson also able to sweep round and snipe down Roger on the side. Mid-1 actually running in on this. He's got a chrono. He's going to find a chance to drop it. Doesn't look like it. The 2 members down on OG. Unlikely they'd have the damage anyway. So he'll let Na'Vi...
Mine is
Na'Vi's got to be a little cautious right now. This is where they can hemorrhage some kills here. That could be pretty big. Thompson's giving info.
Still trying to hunt deeper, but the sentry's down. So he's in, but immediately always want to play. He's able to get the static storm off. Dual Scepter up onto Thompson, straight into the spear. Instant reactions there from Always Want to Fly, coming into the lane, dropping that sentry, because he knows exactly what we're seeing. He knows that Thompson's going to be hunting around for kills like this, and just immediate there with that setup to punish the Ricky play.
Yeah, this support plays on point. Thompson always trying to punish, but they're in the mind of Thompson today. It really does feel like that. Na'Vi always seem to know where he is making an aggressive play, and immediately react again. Just always bringing the brawl, bringing the fight. They don't care if OG wants to bring it to them; they'll bring it back, even when they don't have the numbers.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
OG heavily on the back foot here. What can they find as they're all under vision during all of this here too? That ward from Na'Vi from earlier.
Dire's bottom tower is under
them all.
attack.
Just losing this tier 2 tower here, OG.
Dire's bottom tower has
He's just so often to
fallen.
fight onto the side.
Dire's
Iceberg, he's
middle
just in.
tower is under attack.
Straight away onto No Tail.
Radiant's top tower is
Be able
under
to step
attack.
out, and Moonlight Shadow used to help him. They'll turn onto Iceberg, but Iceberg's got the BKB. He's also got a Doom available.
Oh, mid one.
Maybe seeing if you can find one of the cores to
Radiant's
drop it,
top
but it wasn't the
tower is
case.
under
He got the
attack.
Fire Blast onto General. They're trying to initiate in onto this, but quick with the infest into General. General, he's turning. Arena's down. Doom is onto an illusion. The Chrono's there from mid one. Has he got the damage? He doesn't know who to hit. He'll take the life of always one apply, but that's all he can do. Now Vincere just turns towards the clumsy net from General. Locks down mid one. Mid one is gone. Now looking for more. Vincere steps over towards Seb. Seb able to get the snowball down to the low ground. Looking towards Iceberg. The arrow flying in as well. They've stunned Iceberg, but they haven't got the damage to kill him. Iceberg's able to step away. Lagoon around to Thompson. It's an ultra kill for Vincere. Iceberg still hunting for Saxa. Saxa, the last man left alive here on OG, as yet again, Na'Vi, they're just rolling them in these fights. OG have nothing.
The tankiness coming in, really. Iceberg, no deaths even in that fight. He somehow survives. Yeah, just way too tanky at this point. OG, even if they commit everything, even if they get a pretty good curl, even if Doom misses, too much of a disparity at this point.
This is just insane play from Na'Vi. I mean, they're three cores. Yeah, Vincere hasn't died. Iceberg hasn't died. General, he's the offlaner. You know, we can allow death there, and that's all he's had. He's just died the once. So out of all three of their cores, OG's only ever been able to kill one of them once in 29 minutes this game.
Precision play, really, by them. Yeah, I love when you look at that. The deaths, 16 deaths for the two supports.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Perfectly Na'Vi. Just letting the supports do the dying.
Yeah, Thompson always goes for those squishy backliners as this Ricky, and then he just dies. He can't commit onto the other ones.
Much got the. Is that in fact the complete?
Radiant's courier has been
It is the complete abyssal. Oh my!
I mean, Vincere 19 minutes in.
Oh,
I mean, that's a kill. Honey.
Oh,
he TP'd in. Oh, he TP'd in on this one. He's going to be headed straight back in a casket.
Oh, and Seb too. Do they have the glimpse vision? They lost it for a second. Do they have the? They're trying to get the vision. There we go.
They do.
Execution style.
They just don't stop. Na'Vi, kill after kill after kill after kill after kill after kill after kill.
CIS teams with their disruptor, man. It's coming back. This
Radiant's
disruptor.
courier was caught in the crossfire.
If you're looking at this squad right now in this game one, and you're drafting against them, I mean, which hero are you sort of pointing out saying this has to go? They are too good with this. Letting them get it. The Doom.
I still think. Yeah, I think the Doom is just too much.
Yeah.
They pick it like every game.
It's their Iceberg's best hero, and the way they play around it's just something that they're so good at, and in a way that I don't think if you're another team you could just sort of emulate this, pick the mid Doom and do anything close to what Na'Vi's being able to pull off. This is clearly the thing they practice the most. It feels like a little bit of illusion bait here from Thompson. Well, it worked though. They're still onto him, and they're going to need detection. Whoop.
Oh,
they have. The glimpse is there. They've caught him.
Oh.
A little bit of an awkward spear, but Thompson's still dead. Yeah, and now they'll go for Rush.
Radiant's middle tower is under
25k
attack.
lead. I mean, yeah, just incredible numbers being hit here. It's 30 minutes in, this sort of a lead, like this is just insane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They don't have follow-up though. Hobson's still dead. Midwood's going to try with the DD.
He has got a DD. Can he kill Vincere? He's trying. He's trying, bless him. He really is. But he's doomed. He hasn't got any damage. Even with he doesn't need a double damage. He needs a quadrillion damage to do anything against this lineup right now, as they're too far behind OG. Seb, he's Thunderstrike. They're running him down. Na'Vi just continuing to clean up. 26k up. It's just not. It doesn't look like it's ever going to get any better here for OG in game one. As Na'Vi's just having all the fun right now.
Held your feet to the fire.
This one is very well and truly over. OG, though,
Roshan
in typical
has
fashion, will
fallen
continue
to
trying
the
it out.
Radiant.
Trying to fight versus this, but Na'Vi executing to perfection. Love to see it. 43 to 18. 43 kills in 31 minutes. Like, that's when you know the team, they're bringing the fight back. Because OG will never stop fighting. Na'Vi just brought the fight every time. It's 61 kills, 32 minutes. Very nice. Very nice.
This is definitely out of all the games we've seen so far at ESL 1 Germany, I think one of the most impressive in regards to just individual KDAs across the board.
Dyer's middle tower is under
the game as well.
And I bring up just the drafting in general, right? Like versus Na'Vi. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, 8 games, Doom was banned versus them. And then they got 2 Dooms in a row before that. Doom just always gets taken out versus this team because of Iceberg. Thompson.
Catch Thompson here.
They really want him.
Hunt's in.
The jam, it sees him.
He's trying his best to juke him, but they've found him. He just can't hide from this Na'Vi squad.
Give me more!
If they want to kill you, they will. They will. There's no negotiating happening here.
Look at them sweeping. Sweeping the
Just doesn't
triangle.
stop. Over they go, General.
Doesn't even describe it!
Found another. On to Seb. Seb is relatively tanky. They will drop the Static Storm to kill him off. And Seb trying to work his way out of this, but Laguna Blade ensures that he
Dire's
does not.
top tower is
Iceberg
under
also
attack.
able to find more here as he kills off Saxa. 46-18.
Yeah, why not? He can just throw the Doom out on it to anybody with,
Dire's
Quickening
middle
Charm
tower
and an
is
Octarine.
under attack.
Only got a 90-second cooldown.
The Dire have reinforced their structures.
Dire's
OG.
middle tower is
We'll
under
have
attack.
everybody back up in 30 seconds. Na'Vi, they're going to be able to get a lot done. Then that
Dire's
time
middle
slot here.
tower
2 or 3
has
down.
fallen.
Buyback will come out from Seb. And they catch anyone. Instant glimpse onto Seb. Takes him straight back to the fountain. TPN. Green from Thompson in an attempt to slow things down. But Vichun, he's not going anywhere. He's got the Aegis. He's happy to stick around for this. Seb will move him with the punch. But now the arena's out. Seb being pinned to the walls of his barracks by General Spear. There's a die back from here. Chrono's up. He's knocked out of his own Chrono. Oh no, the arena stops him. Well, what did stop him? Oh, he was trapped in a creep. Oh, that's even worse. He was trapped in the creeps, and then GG is called as Na'Vi. We've seen some strong showings from them so far, but this one, without a doubt, the strongest. As this game one, they destroyed OG.
Yeah, they came with a full plan from